Hi, welcome to Joy Everlasting. Thank you for coming and tuning in. Feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, message. However, today I kind of wanted to share about how the Lord will provide regardless of any circumstances that we're in. I know that in the book of Exodus is what I kind of wanted to read on. It's in Exodus chapter 15. This is right after the Lord had rescued his children out of Egypt. And I mean, he opened up the Red Sea. The sea came over the Egyptian army. And now the children of Israel are in the wilderness. And it says this in 24. It says, the people complained and turned against Moses. What are we going to drink? They demanded. And they were just complaining about the food and everything that was taking place, and just how they wished that they were back in Egypt, that he brought them out there to kill them. And it was like they forgot who God was, and he had just done all these miracles there in Egypt, not to mention the miracle that he had just done with parting the Red Sea. But here now the Lord is going to provide food for them. And he said this in verse 26. He says, if you will listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and do what is right in his sight, obeying his commandments and keeping his decrees, then I will not make you suffer any diseases that I have sent on the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you. And the Lord is telling Moses to tell the people, like, look, I want to protect you. I want to provide for you. I want to take care of you. And then in chapter 16, the Lord tells Moses that he hears their complaints and that he's going to provide food for them. And the crazy thing is that the Lord does provide food in the morning. And Moses specifically tells them, hey, don't get too much food, like, the hoarding and all of that. Like, just get what you need. And for the people that got what they need, they were fulfilled and it was able to last. But the people that got too much, all the stuff that they got over, maggots and all kinds of critters, it was wasted. And even when Moses told them to take extra for the 6th day, for the Sabbath day, he told them to set some aside. He said the maggots won't mess it up. But it's like the Lord will provide for us in everything that we do, no matter what. And we may not think that we're complaining, but in our hearts we may be complaining to God. And we don't want to forget what he has done for us, because we don't want to see the things that he has done to his enemy, to us. And I just pray and hope that in this time that we're living in, that we will remember the Egyptians that were destroyed by the Lord, and we'll remember the children of Israel who always complained, even regardless of all the blessings that God had provided for them. They had complained because it was just so many things that continue to bombard them. And many times life bombards us, and we may find ourselves where we're complaining and we're allowing life circumstances to overwhelm us. But in Psalms chapter 37, David said this. He said, I have never seen the righteous or have seen them forsaken, or their seed begging for bread. And God will always meet our need no matter what. And in the same chapter in 37, he says this. It says that the Lord directs the steps of the righteous, and he delights in every detail of their life. And the Lord is into the details. And when you, even in the book of in Exodus and Deuteronomy, Leviticus, you read so much about the details of God and how he just begins to explain different things and how he wants sacrifices. But in our time, he delights in every detail of our life. He knows what we need beyond of us even asking him. And I just hope that you're encouraged and reminded of the children of Israel, so that we don't find ourselves complaining. We don't find ourselves hoarding where the maggots could destroy it, or even worse, where the diseases that were meant for God's enemy comes upon us. And that we take heed to God's word and find ourselves to trusting him and to obeying him and believing him that, everything that he said is true, and he's going to protect us, and he's going to continue to provide for us regardless, and believe that his word is true. So I hope you guys are blessed, and I pray that you guys will continue to seek the Lord and read your word. And I'll leave you with this. Say no to sin and never say no to Jesus. Have a good day.